In fact, recession in my timeline is right on schedule for June, July of this year. It's not written on a tablet from Mount Sinai. I'm just saying that, and I'm going to go through that in a second. That's the time frame when I see the reverse repo facility runs dry, when the banking crisis intensifies, when the real Fed funds rate, which has been positive around 2% for 12 months, always leads to recession. That's when the inverted yield curve, which is the most inverted for the most amount of time ever, is gonna be in effect. And there's some other factors too that all point me to the fact that this summer, late spring, early summer, will be a next liquidity crisis. Powell goes back into all those things I just mentioned, and if he does so, because he'll have no choice, guess what? There's a great chance, the odds are elevated, Andy, that we're going to see long-term interest rates rise, not fall, as they've done every other time since 1987. Because the Fed hasn't vanquished inflation.
Right.
Record high inflation is still salient, forefront in the minds of consumers. Remember, I told you what inflation really is. It is the loss of faith in a currency's purchasing power, which is engendered from an increase in its supply. And that's exactly what the Fed has done. They took the Fed's balance sheet from $700 billion in 2007 to $9 trillion of high-powered money. That'll do it. That'll do the trick. And then when you shake hands with Janet Yellen and launch helicopter money and hand people checks to stay home and consume stuff that isn't being produced, you destroy the faith in the currency's purchasing power. So if that's the case, long-term rates rise, they don't fall. That's been the salve of every recession since the dawn of time. It's like the Fed comes in since 1913, since the Fed was enacted. They come in, they print money, they take long-term interest rates down, and that solves the borrowing problem. Because it's a problem of liquidity, it's a problem of leverage, it's a problem of debt default, and they fix the issue by taking the interest rates down. That might not work next